Today's Daily Dose of Math is a drawing exercise for my secondary 2 geometry students. We're going to draw some rhombuses, 3 of them. We have the instructions here. We need a rhombus with side length 6 centimeters and an internal 60-degree angle, a second rhombus that is isometric, and a third similar rhombus with sides 2/3 as long. Here we have a scale that is being provided for us, which says that every square on the graph paper represents 1.5 centimeters by 1.5 centimeters. So we have to apply that scale when we are drawing our sides of our rhombus. If the sides are 6 centimeters in length, to apply the scale, we're just dividing. 6 divided by 1.5 is 4. It means that the side lengths of the rhombus should be 4 squares in the graph paper in length. So I will take my pencil and I will choose a spot I want to put my first rhombus on the graph paper, and I will draw a line that is 4 squares in length. This is respecting my scale. So this represents a line that is 6 centimeters in length. We also are told that we need an internal 60-degree angle. So I have to get my protractor, and I'm going to draw dotted lines to show where 2 of the other sides are going to come out. Applying a 60-degree angle means I'm going to draw a line that's something like this, but not as long. And I'm going to end up doing the same thing over at the other end. I know that because I'm familiar with what a rhombus is. So I draw another one right away. Let's make sure that's also 60 degrees, and it is. Now I need to draw lines. I'm using blue, so I'm going to draw blue lines that are 4 squares in length. But wait, measuring 4 squares was easy when we were doing a horizontal line, and a vertical line would also be easy. But 4 squares in length when we're drawing a diagonal line is going to be a little more tricky. Well, the way that I'm doing that is I'm taking my ruler. I measure how long on this ruler is the first line, the horizontal one. And it is 1.4 centimeters. So I'm making sure to draw a 1.4 centimeter long line for my diagonal side of the rhombus. I do the same thing for a third side. And then drawing the last side is easier. So as you can see, only one of the sides nicely aligns with the lines of the graph paper. But using my protractor and my ruler, I can still draw all 4 sides the same length, the way they have to be in a rhombus. The first rhombus is complete. Now the second rhombus is isometric to the first one. I have to know what that means. Isometric means it's the same size. So therefore I'm just doing the same type of drawing over again. Like this. That was fast. Okay, now I need a third similar rhombus with sides 2/3 as long. Making the sides 2/3 as long is fairly easy, but the question has to tell me that it wants this third one to be similar so that I know what angle to use. Since it's similar, it's going to have the same angles, and I'm going to use the same process. But the sides being 2/3 as long, when I apply the scale, is going to change the size of the rhombus. 2/3 of 6 centimeters, the real measure, is 4 centimeters. So I'm applying the scale to that. I'm doing 4 divided by 1.5, and I get 2.7, 2 2/3. So I'm going to start by drawing a line wherever I want to on my graph paper. That is 2 2/3 squares in length. That's going to represent 4 centimeters. And then I'm going to do the same process with the protractor and a dotted line to make sure I get the angle right when I draw my second side. I also use the same process with my ruler to make sure I draw the line the right length. And I do the same thing twice. Let's move these tools out of the way and complete our third rhombus. Now I can leave these red dotted lines on the drawing if I want. By making them dotted, I'm showing that I know they're not part of the thing that I'm drawing. These are construction lines, and the teacher can easily ignore them when correcting my drawing. But if I wish, I could also remove them. This has been a small exercise in drawing rhombuses, for which we need to know what a rhombus is, understand its properties, be able to apply a scale, use a protractor and a ruler, and understand the concept of similarity and isometry. That is today's Daily Dose of Math. Please like, subscribe, and share.